Did y'all miss me? What's up, everybody in the YouTube world? This is the Mass YouTuber, and I'm right back up at y'all with another video. And this video is a continuation of the video in which I started. So this one, combined with the first video I did, will make 2 out of 3 in the series in which we attack a large issue in which I believe needs to be brought to the public's attention. And that issue is the situation in which the people of South Central Los Angeles had with police officers back in the 1980s going into the 90s. And also the fact of the matter that some people who lack money don't get the best representation, and in some situations bad things happen to them. So in continuation, we're going to speak about a guy named David Allen Jones. The first video spoke about Officer Ricky Ross and how the LAPD made it seem as if the ballistics of his gun fit the case in the Grim Sleeper case where he was using similar bullets. However, when he actually contested the evidence that the Los Angeles Police Department came up with, they found out that the Los Angeles Police Department was incorrect. To continue on with this story, we're gonna bring it to my boy B Live. So B Live, take us away.
In 1992, 4 homicides were committed near the 97th Street Elementary School in Los Angeles, California. All 4 victims were believed to be prostitutes. The first victim was found strangled on September 30th, 1992 at the school. On November 16th, 1992, a school custodian discovered the second victim's partially nude body. The 32-year-old victim had been strangled and was found at the bottom of a stairwell that led to a boiler room. On December 16th, 1992, a motel employee found the third victim in a carport near the school. This 42-year-old victim had also been strangled. The fourth victim was found about a half a mile from the school. She was found partially nude, strangled in an alley. Jones was convicted of the first 3 murders and acquitted of the last. The confession. There were no eyewitnesses to the murders. In late December 1992, David Allen Jones was arrested for a rape of a woman who had a record of prostitution. She identified him in a photo array. A team of detectives viewed him about the string of serial murders of prostitutes. The detectives took Jones to each of the 4 crime scenes. Jones eventually confessed to all 4 murders. Jones had an IQ of 62, classifying him as a mentally retarded person. The biological evidence. The Los Angeles Police Department had the rape kits from all 4 murder victims subjected to serological testing. All 4 kits contained biological material from a person with type A blood. Jones is type O blood. Therefore, this discrepancy was presented to the jury. Jones was convicted of 3 of the 4 murders. In 2002, the Post-Conviction Assistance Center was appointed to represent Jones as he pursued post-conviction DNA testing pursuant to California's new post-conviction DNA statute. Unfortunately, 2 of the 4 rape kits collected had been destroyed. PCAC continued to investigate the case in order to prove that the serial killings in the area continued after Jones was in custody and that killing both before and after his arrest were committed by a signature serial killer with type A blood. During the course of this investigation, PCAC learned that the LAPD's newly formed cold case unit was pursuing a serial killer who killed women in the same area from 1990 to 2000. The LAPD has already obtained cold hits on some of these other murders and had, though the state's DNA database identified the actual killer, Chester D. Turner. Turner was already in prison on a rape charge. DNA testing was conducted on the 2 remaining rape kits in Jones's case. Testing excluded Jones and established that the DNA profile found belonged to Turner. Although the rape kits from the other two cases had been destroyed, the signature nature of the homicides and other evidence established that these victims were killed by the same man and not David Allen Jones. On May 4th, 2014, Jones was released from prison and his murder convictions were set aside. Turner has been charged with 10 additional murders.
Great job, B-Live. Yes, so this brings up a very interesting topic. We had a guy in David Allen Jones who had a very low IQ. Some people say that his IQ was akin to a first grader. He had that level of IQ. However, what makes this situation so harsh is the fact that the police department had the DNA of the actual killer. And they knew that the DNA did not match David Allen Jones. Also, the police department got a false confession from this man. They took him around and drove him around to some of the places that they found the actual bodies, and every time that his story conflicted with the official story and the facts, they corrected him and basically got him into a false confession. Last but not least, they took part of things that they didn't know and tried to connect the dots. But when those dots did not connect, the police officers made those dots connect. Now, I'm different. I'm not going to sit here and say that the police officers did not do their job. However, this is a clear case of the police attempting to close a case when they didn't have all the evidence to fit this person. And in all actuality, David Allen Jones was fortunate. He was fortunate enough to have the fact that the Southside Slayer kept killing in the area so that this stuff kept coming up. But in all actuality, if this didn't happen, this man would have spent the rest of his natural life in prison. And all of it had to do because he didn't have the proper representation to cover himself in order to basically challenge the LAPD's statistics. This is an injustice. Like I said, these are injustices on human society. These are human rights, civil rights issues. These are not issues that just, affect black people. These issues affect the poor worldwide. And it gets me to thinking how many actual people are in prison right now for crimes that they did not commit. All right? But thank y'all for watching. This is the Mass YouTuber, and we're going to continue pushing out videos. Also, we're going to keep moving forward. I've been seeing a lot of people say that the police officers in the Grim Sleeper case did not care about the women because that these women were prostitutes and that they were black. And I did fall into that same trap. However, the more I read about the case, the more I understand that those initial thoughts that I had about the case were completely incorrect. And in this channel, we are concerned with the truth and not what sells. So again, thank y'all for watching. This is the Mass YouTuber, and I'm about you. Yeah.